Introducing the new 2018 Nissan LEAF. This year's version is built on the same platform and uses the same battery system as before, but with adjusted settings that maximize its potential. The battery now has a 40 kilowatt-hour capacity, giving the new LEAF a range of about 241 kilometers. Obviously, that can vary depending on the type of roadway being driven on, driving habits, and even the outside temperature. But this is also true of gasoline engine cars and of all electric cars on the market. The new LEAF now gets 147 horsepower from its efficient electric motor, and it produces lively acceleration thanks to instant access to 100% of the powertrain's 236 pound-feet of torque as soon as you hit the gas pedal. Frankly, the car drives fantastically. I enjoyed it as much in the city as I did out on country roads. Now, if, like me, you're wondering why the new LEAF has not gotten more range this year so that can match the Tesla Model 3, Bolt EV, and Hyundai Kona, well, the answer can be found in its price. Yep, the LEAF wins on this front. Right now, it is one of the most affordable electric cars on the market. Even though pricing has creeped up a little since last year, it still offers a starting price just under $40,000. But remember that you benefit from an $8,000 government incentive if you live in Quebec, a $14,000 if you live in Ontario, and $5,000 if you're in British Columbia. Now, if you ask me, Nissan understands that while people do want more range, more power, and nicer styling, they're not quite ready to pay more to drive on electric power. So LEAF has gotten minor improvements in a number of areas this year to meet buyers' expectation, and I think the result is a success. In the category of more affordable electric cars, the LEAF has the edge over all the others in terms of value offered. The quality of construction has been visibly boosted this year. Nissan took care to improve the car's exterior styling, and it is definitively more attractive. Gone is the old jelly bean look, replaced by a more sober appearance, and it's all the better for it. I loved its new look, and as much as these things are a matter of taste, I'm pretty sure you'll appreciate it also. The cabin is spacious. In fact, it's downright impressive for a car in this category. Materials used are of good quality, maybe not at the level of the e-Golf, but still quite good when you consider the LEAF's price point. Headroom and legroom are adequate for all occupants, and the trunk offers decent cargo space. The infotainment system is fine, though I think Nissan could still make some improvements to the configurations. The navigation system is outdated, and yeah, I preferred using the one on my smartphone instead. But the product offering for the LEAF is adapted for the Canadian market. So for example, all versions of the model come with heated steering wheel and seats. Thank you, Nissan. Now, one very interesting feature unique to the LEAF that I should mention is the more extensive use of the regenerative braking system. All electric cars use a system to recover energy when the brakes are applied, but the new LEAF has a special function called the e-pedal. Don't worry, this doesn't mean a third pedal has been added. The system works with the accelerator pedal, and it activates when you release that pedal. The big difference between and other regenerative braking system is that the e-pedal uses the engine decompression in a much more pronounced way, so that the vehicle slows down more quickly, not too aggressively, but it can bring the car to a complete stop. It makes the brake pedal almost unnecessary. It takes a few minutes to get used to it, but once you get the hang of the e-pedal, you won't want to do without it. And if you don't like it, you can deactivate it. E-pedal also works if the vehicle is on an incline up to 30 degrees. Yeah, the vehicle comes to a stop and will not move again unless you press on the accelerator. I just loved it. There are a bunch of advanced drive assist systems in the new LEAF. The SV version, priced starting at $39,600, adds several very interesting options like the Pro Pilot that lets the vehicle basically drive itself on the highway. I tried it and it is truly impressive. The sensors are accurate and the car is quick to respond to correct its trajectory and adjust the distance it keeps from other cars. Well, wait until you discover it for yourself. The driving experience is really pleasant. The LEAF maintains a firm grip on the road and can attack corners at really good speed. It's just fun to drive a car that handles so well. The top-end SL version, starting at like $42,000, offers other features to further enhance comfort and drivability, like leather seating and a premium audio system. But even at its most expensive, the LEAF is cheaper than the base model of the both. Think about that. I'll end by pointing out that with level 2 and level 3 charging stations growing more common by the day in Quebec as well as in other provinces, the 2018 LEAF is definitively a product to consider for those interested in electric mobility. Keep in mind also that the 2019 model year LEAF will come in a version with a 60 kWh battery. For sure, this would increase the car's range. But even now, the 2018 LEAF fills its role as a zero-emission city car really well. Better than ever, in fact. The main competitors of the 2018 LEAF are the Ford Focus Electric, Hyundai Ioniq Electric, Chevrolet Bolt, and Volkswagen e-Golf.